Two radio DJs in Manistee have kicked off an effort to set a record and raise money for Jerry's kids and the muscular dystrophy over the Labor Day weekend.
I'm Dave Fortin. Inside this northern Michigan radio station, two DJs began a 120-hour marathon. I'll have the story.
Two DJs at Manistee's Oldies 101.5 radio began a 120-hour show to raise money for muscular dystrophy. As 7 and 4's Dave Fortin reports, they'll also try to break an East Coast station's 100-hour record.
And away we go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first few seconds of the Labor Day Marathon 2001. All to benefit muscular dystrophy. Chris Merrill.
They decided to do it after their boss mentioned the East Coast broadcast record earlier this year.
And he jokingly asked Chris, what are you doing over Labor Day weekend? And Chris didn't look at it as a joke, and I'd been wanting to do a radiothon to benefit MDA for quite a while, so we talked about it and said, well, let's do it.
And then you want to...
And they say they are prepared.
Okay. So we've been on a diet that's been conducive to being able to stay awake for this long. And starting Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is when we're going to allow ourselves to start taking caffeine. Pop, no-dose, things of that sort.
Some of the action takes place here on the streets of Manistee, out in front of the radio station. It's a big block party in connection with the marathon. That's Friday night. It starts at 6 o'clock.
We're going to have some DJing, some karaoke. We're also going to have a live band. We're going to be here from 6 to 10. We're going to be giving away hot dogs and pop. We have some door prizes that were generously donated.
At Oldies 101.5 in Manistee, Dave Fortin, 7 and 4 News.
And that was all for a good cause. That's later on 9 and 10 News at 11. Well, for many people, yesterday's holiday meant a break from work. But Labor Day has also been the traditional time to raise thousands of dollars for muscular dystrophy. Now, we've seen the Jerry Lewis telethon for years, but how about an airwave telethon? The local radiothon ended about 3:15 this morning on radio station WMTE 101.5 in Manistee. Two radio disc jockeys have been on the job since Thursday, working around the clock to raise money for charity and to break a world record. They were only allowed to sleep 15 minutes every 8 hours. Chris Merrill and Ron Robinson planned to stay on the air until 10 o'clock this morning, but just got too tired and decided to call it quits about 3 this morning. And by Sunday night, they had broken the world record, though, for the longest radio broadcast with two people. The longest radio marathon to date ran 120 hours straight. The marathon raised more than $20,000 for muscular dystrophy. It makes you tired just watching them.
Yes, man, just thinking about it.
Yeah, 120 hours.